All right, nation, buckle up. If you are watching this with your wife, you are already in danger.
Guys, those chores aren't going to get you laid. No, not at all, actually. We're going to expose the biggest lie.
That tone means somebody is about to feel personally attacked.
Men believe in long-term relationships that if I get the honey-do list done, I'm going to get after it.
Bro, I have absolutely believed that, like confidently.
And hey, in case you guys haven't noticed, as Frankie introduced us earlier on in the show, this is an R-rated experience.
Cool, cool. Glad I did not play this in the car with my kids.
Yes, and because Frankie and Tommy are part of the team, you might even find it's an X-rated experience.
Yeah, that warning came way too late.
And hey, if you've been hitting snooze just one every morning, January 1st, you're now 306 minutes behind the guy who doesn't hit snooze.
I feel judged, and he does not even know my name.
So batshit, where are you at?
That felt like he was talking directly to my alarm clock.
And it's incredible too, because this little thing, you talk about addictions and all the other things we talk about on the show, whether it's booze, whether it's drugs, whether it's food, whether it's anything sabotaging our life, this simple thing, whether it's a button or like an electronic sliding soft touch button, wrecking humans' lives every single day.
It is wild how something that's small messes with your whole day.
Now we're gonna drop an app.
I hate that I already know I would download this.
It's an alarm clock without a snooze alarm on it.
So it wakes you up and roasts you.
Perfect.
AI might be coding Grokpedia.
That explains why it sounds confident and still wrong sometimes.
We're talking about on the show here today. Hey, scientists discovered 22 linking Epstein-Barr virus genes
Every week, it feels like another reason to take your health seriously.
that to chronic disease risk. Breaking news happens here on the show. We teased you guys with the news happening last week, and it happened last night, forming a $1.5 trillion company.
I cannot even picture that number. It does not register.
Yes, Alan Baker, 46 years in combat arts,
That is the kind of guy you just listen to without arguing.
black belt stacked deep, and a hard lesson learned the long way that what looks like badass in theory can get you fired, sued, and killed real life. Hey, SefK76, I'm fat.
That took guts. No excuses, no story, just honesty.
Hey, I was too once before. True story. And then I started not snoozing. I started making good decisions, and now I'm not fat anymore. Yeah, true story. So, hey, this could be your free accountability partner, SFK76, so you're not fat. Something's happening right now that most people don't see. Yeah, there is an AI acceleration gap opening up super fast.
We can feel that already at work. Some people are flying.
A small group is using AI like a teammate, shipping more in a week than some people ship in a quarter.
But even better, his wife got car sick, so he had to ride bitch in the minivan.
Every dad just laughed because that has absolutely happened.
I'm like, dude, you just you crushed the whole image. I mean, it's one thing you have a minivan in the fucking garage. Thank God you keep it in the garage, not in the front of your house. But it's another thing, when you get in that fucker, you ride bitch, what is wrong with you?
At the height of his fame, he developed severe heroin addiction.
That turn is heavy. Success does not protect you from anything.
He actually lived homelessness on the streets of Los Angeles for a long time, and he finally maintained sobriety from 1991 until his passing.
That is decades of choosing better every single day.
You aspire to get to this place. And then on your journey, you realize what everybody's doing. And then you realize, well, maybe this is just part of what it takes. Or maybe it's part of like in a musician. And then what happens is, as you're climbing up,
Yeah.
right? These fucking guys, a lot of times they're fucking sliding down because of some sort of an addiction.
It is scary how easy it is to slide without noticing.
And then as they're passing back down, you're going, wait a minute, this is not how I remember them. It's not as easy as just saying, okay, I'm going to stop.
Anyone who has tried quitting anything knows that is true.
You're ready to do whatever else comes down the fucking path of what you need to do.
Because that's what you think you have to do.
His addiction was women, right?
That one hits because nobody calls it out early.
Yes. I have no interest in destroying my life because I know what it'll do to me. And I know how it'll wreck my life and wreck my ego and my surroundings around me.
You see, why are these fucking older guys all getting dressed like this? It takes a while to connect these dots. And you don't ask an older guy, one of the veterans, a stupid question like that. It's just kind of like, you know what I mean? When you're young, dumb, and full of cum and your hips feel fine, not a big deal. Jesus Christ, this is a fucking heavy badge of honor.
You feel that stuff later when your body starts talking back.
To wear every fucking day, all day, and it's far worse when you wake up and right before you go to bed.
Johnny, Alan Baker, the world's wealthiest people trust him to train their security teams. Are you investing or are you gambling?
That question makes you rethink way more than money.
Right? So, because if you're going to play the fucking gambling world, dude, you're just going to do this your entire life, man. So,
oh my God, I'm going to make so much money. Silver is
not on the up yard.
I got this fucking cash that's fucking going to just disappear if I don't put it somewhere.
So Elon is putting all of his companies under one business called SpaceX, which is
Really?
Everything he owns. Yeah, valued at $1.5 trillion.
That gap between regular life and that world is insane.
And looking to raise $50 billion of public money. So scientists have discovered 22 genes that link the Epstein-Barr virus to chronic disease risk. That name just doesn't go away, does it?
Feels like every week there is another layer to it.
Anderson, it just doesn't go away. That might be the fucking name of ever, Epstein, eh? Like, you just...
Isn't like more shit just keep coming out? Like, we know this guy was just a fucking weirdo. And now we're finding out like all of these major fucking banking leaders were like up to their fucking chin in all of this fucking dirty stuff. It's like a business version of P. Diddy.
It's mad. It's just...
It was the Epstein of the entertainment world.
Like, what's up with these islands in the Caribbean where you go and take women?
It's their own jurisdiction. This goes back to the drug days where these fucking guys were buying islands so they could fucking refuel their planes.
When you enter your credit card, it actually knows before you even submit it because of how the math works behind the scenes. And it's why the world's wealthiest people trust him to train their security teams, and his name is Alan Baker.
Yeah, and thank God she went in the other direction for the meds. But that's the only thing she could find, was martial arts. Somebody to kick my ass.
When everybody understands your goals, you are playing way too small.
I got
a system for fucking brushing my teeth. I got a system for putting lotion on when I get out of the fucking shower.
Hell yeah. You have to operate at a different level. You have to become something more than what the system says you have to be in order to achieve those things. The system, and I'll make the fingers too, is not designed to create. It's just not going to build high performance individuals.
No.
It's built to churn you out to be the standard. I mean, the system actually, once you make that decision, will actually turn against you. And all of the hordes of zombies that it has produced will turn against you too.
I'm not about making happiness for everybody.
That is uncomfortable, but a lot of guys need to hear it.
If you can't get your ass out of the fucking stands to put the work in to be on stage like I am, I got no sympathy for you. It's incredible to me how this fucking button or this little sliding slider on our phone is disrupting so many humans' lives. Not addiction, not food, not drugs, a snooze button.
I never thought about it like that, but yeah, that tracks.
Alan Baker keeps them in the fucking stands.
If you're a fucking snoozer, you're snoozing your whole fucking life.
That line probably pissed people off because it feels true.
He is a trainer of trainers. And, every time you come away from him, he affects your perspective, the way you think. Yeah. Have you ever been around that person and you come away and you go, wow, why didn't I think that way? I didn't even see it in that way. He's that guy. Well, I mean, you said it to me, it kind of insinuates an end. I've arrived. And one of the major things that says to me is I've quit searching and I've quit connecting to my passion source.
When you say you're a master, it's when you've truly committed to realize that your journey never ends. That's the because the guy that's the guy that's not a master. Oh well, yeah, fuck, I'm a black belt now. The game's over. No.
You can refer to me as to what you think I have earned.
Are you like some secret kind of Jason Bourne type character behind the scenes? You got this quiet demeanor.
Oh, really?
Like...
Oh, yeah. Fuck, are you kidding me?
I know.
When the time comes, this fucking guy's going to look like fucking Spider-Man, Superman, everybody fucking put together. He's going to be whipping shit out of his wrists.
Oh.
And I actually end up with quite a few clients because I come in behind the lawsuit.
That is the part nobody thinks about when they imagine hero moments.
They have done what they were taught to do. And it didn't look visually appropriate, wasn't socially acceptable. And even though it might have been called for in that moment, due to those reasons, they ended up having to write a check. It changes. And, it also changes where you are, what country you're in, what legal system you're having to answer to locally.
He says, yet the body cam I'm wearing captures 120 degrees, which the whole public sees. So
Right.
everybody's
Sitting on their couch, I'll say, it boils down to the midbrain after a high level of stress, which is the puppy dog brain. And you're only going to train that guy to do so many tricks. What does the boss allow you to do? What does the legal system allow you to do? Even on the legal side of law enforcement, it changes as you go to different places.
And it's that moment from leaving building to getting into vehicle.
The normal moments are the ones people stop paying attention to.
That looks like it's the highest risk right there, Alan.
But it comes down to how predictable you are. The bad guy generally will do some sort of surveillance leading up to it. If he's said, you're the one I want to, embarrass, harm.
I think maybe not. That's weird.
Yeah, spent my life doing this. So, didn't have a lot of time. Unfortunately, I love them. I taught them for years. Huge classes of them. I probably raised thousands of them.
Yeah. It's rare we see incidents in the media with highfalutin executives or high profile people.
Yeah, that's even influencing more. You're seeing more and more of those companies starting to take it more seriously and look for protection for their employees. I generally book my year probably 2 years in advance. It's one of the things that you have to do in order to get it done.
I appreciate you hanging out with myself and John here this morning. The master who's not calling himself a master, who's on his way to guru, Mr. Anderson. Alan Baker hanging out this morning with us. It's just funny how we judge book by its cover. Hey, coming up in a couple minutes, what the chore play myth. We got Brianna Bass joining us.
This is where things usually get real fast.
John, for some fun conversation about sex.
Your behavior patterns don't care how many zeros are behind what you're spending. If you're used to spending all you have every month, you can add an extra zero and you'll still spend it. I realized, wait a minute, I gotta take some of this and put it in a fucking place where it's gonna do me some good. You don't sell shit. You don't sell assets. You create a taxable event. Borrow against it.
So guys, let's be teaching our kids about money.
If they're talking smack, you are on the right track. What does that mean? That means that if you're doing something that's outside of the norm, you're going to have people that are going to attack you. You're going to have people that tell you whatever they're going to tell you. They're going to talk smack. They're going to talk shit.
If you've been cleaning harder, doing more, trying to be more helpful, and wondering why you're still not having any sex,
A lot of dudes just quietly nodded at home.
that might be why. And then men are like, okay, I guess I got to do more shit around the house so I can have more sex with my wife, when in reality that actually doesn't work.
And we wake up a few months in and we've been doing this and our life has been reorganized around just function. And we're distracted when we are with each other, checking the phone, all of it, and the intimacy just dies.
That happens slowly, and then one day you notice it.
It just does in a space like this.
The moment we get to sit down on the couch with our wife, right? And then next thing you know, months go by and you're roommates.
That roommate feeling is brutal once you recognize it.
Isn't it? That's exactly what happens.
Women do not get turned on by men wanting sex from them.
That flips how most guys think about the whole thing.
They get turned on by men wanting them. Women get turned on by you wanting her, not sex. So what John was describing was, I'm listening to her, I'm asking her an engaging question that shows that I am present in this moment. But where I'm going with this is that they found it wasn't novelty, it wasn't, excitement and whips and chains and third parties. It was just the ability to talk about it. I need you to go through that noise of talking about it. So more succinctly, yes, I do think out the gate, having conversations about what intimacy looks like for you, and if you're even comfortable, what it used to look like in your past relationships. But yeah, having that conversation out the gate about, this is what intimacy means to me. This is what I like, this is what I don't like, and then building on it as time goes, absolutely imperative. Huge needle mover.
You have all the sex in the damn world, and the roommate situation continued to get worse.
You can go through the motions and still drift apart.
I've made the mistake of trying to do that in the past.
we're taught to be more functional, to show up in spaces and look like we have it all put together. And that's what's rewarded and sexy and appreciated and valued. And we don't want to let anyone know that we're falling apart quietly. We're all classical conditioning. In a relationship, it's constantly responding to what our partner gives us.
Newsflash, fellas. That dad bod isn't a punchline. It's stealing time from your kid.
We're not shaming you.
We're warning you. Today, we're gonna help you stop the clock before it's too late.
Only on Mornings in the Lab.
Welcome to the big show. Let's earn more years together, fellas.
Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, where accountability partner here to help you start your day with real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. We are live and we are an R-rated experience.
The best part was when I got out of the car, it was good.
Everybody's trying to win. Nobody's trying to solve.
Live beats perfect every time.
Reset is a decision, not a calendar date.
Listening is how you find the real problem underneath the surface.
What a shaking. What a shaking.
Hey, it's not even what a shaking. It's not even Groundhog Day. Yeah, that was a couple days ago. But it's the morning loop. Hey, good morning, everybody. Today isn't the shame talking. It's not about six packs. No, it's about your fat ass dad bod. Oh, is he already offending us, Neiman? Yeah, he is. I'm in a mood today. Cheryl Whitaker's show's dropping in 30 minutes right here on the network. It starts with Joy Live with Cheryl Whitaker. Yep. Hey, guys, if you don't want to be offended by my fun stuff and Johnny Anderson and our guest, the hell's the guest name again? I'm kidding. Anthony Porcas is joining us today. Hey, Cheryl Raphael Whitaker is dropping on the show 30 minutes from now. It starts with Joy Live. And producer Jimmy's over there. Producer Jimmy's cheating on us, so we got a better one. We got producer Kai. Yeah, we're shaking, Kai. Good to have you in the lab. Hey, guys, it's about the time, the energy, and whether your kid. Here's the thing. Today's conversation, guys, is about the dad bod. It's actually about Listen, this is not about the six packs. This is about you wanted to hang out with your kids when you're 60, 70, and 80 and not busting your hips. What's going on, Sullivan? What's going on, Holroyd? I know you guys regulars here, the OGs, subscribe to this theory. The dad bod is not about creating the ultimate six-pack. Six-pack? Six-pack Shakur? Is he talking about six-pack Shakur? No, the dad bod is actually about growing old and hanging out with your kids for a long time. We're talking about it coming up. But first, drum roll, please, producer Kai. Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends, your live morning show experience. We get up and get after it every single day right here live, 8 o'clock Eastern time, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. Yes, this is a show built for men who want real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation that help you guys start your day with momentum and positive energy. Hey, before we hit the roll, invitation, hit the like, hit subscribe, come drop a comment. Holroyd's out there. Yeah, Six Pack and Biggie, Kindness Rising. Oh, Roofy's out there. Roofy's got nothing to do today. Sorry, brother. I love you, man. I had to do it out there. I had to put it on the table. Hey, my good friend Lindsay Goodine's got nothing to do today either. It was shaking Lindsay. Holroyd's out there. The nation's out there. And this is a public service announcement because we are an R-rated experience. Yes, with guys like Frankie and Tommy in the lab, they might offend you. So come like, come subscribe, come say hello. And hey, if you hit that snooze button, yeah, February 4th, guess what? 315 minutes behind. 315 minutes behind. That's like 5 hours and 50 minutes behind Roofy. Yeah, he doesn't hit the snooze button. So you're 5 hours behind the guy. Think about that. Just think about that for a second. So stop hitting snooze. It is the greatest, freest, most accountabilityest message we could drop. Get up. Don't let that little fucking button wreck your life. Yes, the daily accountability partner here to help you start your day right. Hey, kicking off things, the current conversation. You know, I never thought we'd be talking Lizzo on this show. Kai, I never did actually. But we are. We're talking Lizzo today. Why? Well, she's been in the media lately because of body positivity. You know, publicly shifting some focus to health by going through a massive weight loss change. And since we're talking dad bods here today, and you know, maybe there's something to be said for her journey. We're coming up talking about it coming up on the show. Hey, Unitree's G1 humanoid robot. Yeah, walking in minus 40. I just saw them walking up through Thompson, Manitoba up here. Apparently they were walking. Hey, Kai, I heard rumors they walked like 13 gazillion miles. Just wondering. Inside the Thwaites Glacier. We're going to get down to that's some pretty cool shit. Get some time to get into that one. Hey, and take care of the grandkids. If you take care of the grandkids, may help grandparents' memory in the future is also doing that. And hey, in the No Shit Sherlock department, our good producer Kai put this one on the table. Good find there, Kai. Are processed foods being produced like cigarettes to keep you addicted? Do No Shit Sherlock. Yes, coming up center stage with the conversation every burned out man needs to hear. Anthony Porquez, why burnout is not a time management problem. Hey, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you're hitting fucking snooze, your burnout excuse doesn't hold any water here. Nope, not at all. No. So you've been telling yourself you need a better calendar, more discipline. No, you just got to stop hitting the snooze button. That's what you got to do. Anthony breaks it down why burnout is really an energy alignment issue, how high-performing men quietly slide into exhaustion, and what actually works if you want sustainable performance instead of short bursts followed by crashes. Hey, did I tell you guys what's going on in about 24 minutes? Cheryl Whitaker's dropping her brand new show. It Starts with Joy, live right here on the Mornings in the Lab network, just over there in the studio over there. Yeah, true story. Hey, deep dive, brutal truth, the dad bod. We're talking about it. Why that dad bod is shortening your time with your kids. Straight up facts. That big belly hanging over your gut, that big belly hanging over your belt today. I'm not trying to be mean, just just going to be some David Goggins on you. It's holding you back from those great, enjoyable moments with your kids as you age. It's not about aesthetics. We're talking about that conversation coming up second hour. And then 10 disturbing truths men learn their way too late. Hey, paying the price on purpose. Stress. How do we deal with it as a leader? Community Corner coming up, Maya Reyes. Why men stay stuck. And of course, well, we know what happens now. The Morning Loop. Hey, Kai, it starts right now.
Yesterday with Brianna was brutal. Roommate mode is real.
Two good people become coworkers. Same house, zero spark.
You scrub, you sweat, you expect fireworks. Chores aren't a coupon for desire.
The move is intention, not tasks. Show up like a person, not a to-do list.
Same lie hits your body. Busy feels like effort, but your waist keeps score. You think you're fine because pants still button. That's how Monday promises turn into months.
Today we fix the pattern, not the vibe. Dad Bod truth, then a plan.
Hey, you guys can join us in the comments. I see Sullivan out there. I see Kindness Rising out there. I see Dr. John Petch out there dropping nuggets, man. Get this. If you've been hitting snooze for the entire month of January up until February 4th, you actually could have ran an entire marathon by now. That is actually pretty crazy when you think about that, right? So somebody right now who's like, yeah, I want to run a marathon in 2026. If you would have got up, you could have ran the marathon and snoozed the rest of the year, true story, and still achieved your marathon. What a funny stat. Thanks for that dropping that one there, brother. That's a great one. And hey, guys, let's give some support to our producer, Kai. She's shitting her pants back there. Yeah, I can smell it out here just across the pond. Yeah, true story. And if you're a fan of Terry Fox, he was an inspiring Canadian from Sullivan. He was actually from Thunder Bay. Yeah, Thunder Bay, Manitoba. Thunder Bay, Manitoba. Thunder Bay, Ontario is where he was from.
A little correction for my American friends from the Canadian up here, Sully.
Yeah. Hey, coming up, guys, bottom of the second hour. Morning focus. Stress. Stress isn't this too much to do stuff. No. Stress is the price of building something different. Because leadership isn't about work. It's about becoming a different person, a different builder, a different kind of dad, a dad not with the dad bod. And here's the hardest part. You might be creating something your kids can't even see yet. Think about that. They see you working hard. They see the late nights. You hear Johnny always says, your kids don't follow what you say. They follow what you do. They see the late nights, not the vision. They feel the pressure, not the purpose. Later in the show, inspired by my good man, Jimmy, producer Jimmy, I'm going to talk about the kind of stress that nobody celebrates. Yep. You know what I'm talking about. The invisible stress of being early, of being a visionary, of carrying the future before anybody else can see it. So stick around. Second hour, morning focus. If you've been feeling that weight lately, well, I got some words that might inspire you to get after it today. All right, let's rock and roll here into the morning loop, the morning conversation desk. Hey, Kai, I think we dropped the morning short last night, and it had something to do with what? Oh, is Jimmy in the lab here this morning? Oh, I think Jimmy's in the lab this morning. That's pretty fun. Well, listen, while we're waiting for the appearance by the very own Johnny Anderson, let's get it going here, guys. Serena's pro tennis return, the truth about her transformation.
Why would Serena rejoin drug testing now? Because comebacks begin with accountability paperwork. She told Today, I'm seeing what happens.
That is her way of saying, watch.
You do not say that unless training has started.
Nobody re-enters testing without a plan.
Her body changed because accountability changed.
Science supported it, discipline sustained it.
Men hear this as longevity, not celebrity news.
Season 2 requires higher standards, not excuses.
Then she pivots, building the CEO Club.
Different court, same accountability, same scoreboard.
Subscribe and tune in live, 8 a.m. EST.
If she restarts at 44, why can't you?
I swear, they're going to go through every collection of vehicles, Anderson, to see what ridiculous one the team could put you in next.
Well, I mean, they're really off the mark of trying to capture me now. Even the avatar's getting loose. Shit.
I know. Yes, I know.
I mean, it's here pretty quick. Who's this fucking guy getting out of this fucking weird car? It's not looking like me. My clothes aren't fitting like me.
I know. I know. What I love about it, though, so I was talking about this with somebody yesterday about the AI world of characters and just the AI world of AI. And he's like, why do you guys use it? And I said, you know what? Because it's so ridiculous. So just lean into it. It's just it's a crazy world we're living in now. You make pictures with 4 heads and 3 fingers, and you wonder what's real, you wonder what's not real. It's that old cliche, John. If you can't beat them, you might as well join them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the hell? We might as well join them and lead the party. So,
well, I mean, part of what we're doing though is we're fucking new. We're cutting edge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, that's exactly right.
Whatever's coming into the market, we got to be displaying. That's what we're all about.
You're bang on. You're bang on. How are you, brother? You're looking good today. How are you?
I'm good. I actually have a great fucking morning.
Yeah. Tell me why.
I just kind of getting into, I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't know, and I'm just getting deeper into a groove. You know?
I love it. I can I can tell. It's funny how we spend all this time together. And I watched you go through your reflection groove in December. Remember the reflection groove in December? You remember? I do.
That was the tail end of last year. Was one of the more from a not being a competitive athlete.
Yeah.
That was challenging. I might as well. I felt like I was in the tail end of a fucking full blown fucking prep.
Yeah, well,
for a big contest the whole fucking time. God damn it.
Besides your wife, I think there's only, and maybe Ben, there's a few people that ride shotgun with you that observe you, and one of them is me. So I watched you go through your ride in December there. So when you show up today, I'm like, oh yeah, there's Anderson flying into the studio this morning. Hey, I've got some fun news to share with you, man. Carter got his first junior hockey goal last night.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
What is his? I mean, I know he's a newer guy on the team. Is he that guy one of the youngest too?
He is. You're absolutely right, Johnny. Yeah. He's one of the younger defensemen. He's earned himself a spot on the team. And you know what it is, man? Is that he learned the politics of the dressing room, just like you. You know, if you're the new guy in the dressing room, you're not highlighting the main card, right? You got to work your way there, right? You got to earn your way to the main event, and he's done his work, he's put the time in, and he's earning his way to the main event. But I'll tell you, we were kind of laughing. He's like, if they don't make the playoffs, like, dude, he's back home in 5 weeks, and I feel like it was just yesterday we were lamenting that he was leaving. It's just funny how life works, eh? You think about your older daughters. You're like, your daughter was here yesterday. Your daughter's now over there yesterday. Now you got a grandkid. You're like, wait a minute, where did the grandkid come from?
Fucking nuts, man.
You know what's nuts is, and I just teased it before you got on the show here. We're talking transformation. We're talking dad bods, Lizzo, Serena Williams, transformations. Listen, we both grew up with Serena Williams. She's fueling some speculation, Johnny, at 44 that she might do a comeback. And she's been talking about her GLP weight loss treatment as a way of reclaiming her health. And now she's talking about, the accountability of what it takes to maybe feel ready again and get after it again. And I thought about you because, it's like you saying to me on the show, hey, man, I'm going to get back in the ring and get after it. So it's pretty cool when somebody steps away, then they consider going back. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's just, I mean, like when I get approached to go back into the ring, man, I put some fucking request on the table that pretty much is guaranteed it won't happen. And then if it does, then, well, fuck, man, because I mean, granted, the fucking shit hurts, dude.
Well, no kidding.
Fuck. The last match, I'm trying to think, the last match that I had, it was just 2 matches.
Yeah.
It was, it was just a itty bitty mini tour. We went to all the way to fucking Australia. Went to Australia, did a match, then flew to New Zealand, did another one.
Yeah.
And these were basically called squash matches where I was just going and tearing someone up. Yeah. Holy Christ, I couldn't believe it, because when you're used to it, you're taking bumps, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like you get used to it. It's like when you're training all the time, it's like that first time soreness comes back all over again.
Yeah.
And I took 1 bump per fucking match, and I was so fucking sore. I can't even tell you.
No kidding. No, so I don't want to know a number from you. Just kind of toss numbers in the air. Like when there's a main eventer, and then there's the hack. There's the guy to help you get over. I'm the guy just, the other side of the ring there. Like, what am I getting paid? Like $500, $1,000, and like what do you?
No, not at that level. Those guys don't get into those shows.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't bring. So think of it like this.
Yeah. Tell me.
In a TV production.
Yes.
You don't take some fucking guy that only earns $500 into your fucking production.
But in a house show, like what am I making in a house show for, like some guy that's there to put John over? What do you think a house show guy's making? Because I have actually no context.
That's a fucking good question.
Like zero context.
Because I went from the guy that, like, my first fucking ever match, right?
Well, I remember,
When they come around, they fucking pay you, right? They give you an envelope, because this is like fucking high school gym shit. Right?
Oh,
yeah, that's where I had to start. You have to fucking. I had to go and do a couple of indie matches so I could get some video footage so we could send it to Japan.
Yeah.
So the guys coming around, the promos coming around, is fucking paying people, and these fucking guys, you know, they've never made it, so they're fucking all excited. He comes to give my envelope, but I just fucking pushed it back. I wouldn't accept a penny for doing that because whatever in that envelope wasn't even fucking near what I would accept. So I've never accepted a fucking dime other than a contract. So I know it's not much, but you got to remember that for the most part, they don't just get one of those guys. Those are guys that are like ready to fucking come in. That makes sense.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, it's you know, keep in mind. I will say this: wrestling has no middle class.
No,
you are either fucking starving,
yes,
or you're fucking eating like a king.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah,
one of my buddies just told me. I think I told this. I'm not going to mention his name because he's like one of the top fucking W years. He's making fucking over $5 million a year, and he just got contracted for 5 more years of that shit.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, and he's they call it the brass ring. He's in the top.
Okay,
like the top dozen.
Yeah.
There's probably a few guys that are making closer to 7 or 8 a year.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the fucking money's come a long way.
Yeah, well, they just did Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia last weekend. Roman Reigns, who part time there, the big name there, retired AJ Styles, but that's it's big money. I guess I get curious sometimes of what the not the middle class, because you're right, it doesn't exist, what the lower guys carry. It's interesting though, John, how much the industry's changed, because when I grew up with AWA type wrestling, it was always the big guy against a bunch of no names. Now the no names are still notable people, because you got the heels got to be somewhat notable to put the face over, right? So
yeah, I mean, it's because when it comes down to it, that guy that makes hundreds, that'd be a way to put it.
Yes, right? Yes.
He's, even though he's that guy still in that lower class, he has to present something that allows him to be in that fucking ring.
Absolutely.
With the top guy, or it doesn't make sense.
No, it's got to belong, right? It's got to belong. Hey, I'll tell you, and I got something funny. We like to joke about this one. In the no shit Sherlock department, Kai, get ready for this one. Number 3, new paper says ultra processed foods are built to keep you coming back like cigarettes.
New paper says chips, soda, and cookies aren't just junk. They're designed for repeat use, like cigarettes were.
Harvard, Michigan, and Duke say the goal is simple: make it so rewarding that stopping feels harder than it should. They claim it's tuned: refined carbs plus fat, crunch, smell, and sweetness. Critics say it's mostly habits and convenience.
Again, the no shit Sherlock department, right?
Hold on, what did he say? Like cigarettes were? Cigarettes have changed. Now they're not like cigarettes are.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm telling you.
Yes.
We've talked about this.
Yes.
Over the last few months. These tobacco companies own fucking huge parts of the food company. They're doing the same fucking thing with the food they are with cigarettes.
It's well, if you think about it, right? So let's just talk business for a second, right? Like so business in a boardroom. So, Keith and John are starting a processed food company, or Keith and John are starting a social media company, and we start learning that there's certain things that are addictive qualities. You're probably going to go look at industries that had addictive products, and you're probably going to want to go learn how to do the same thing. So it's, in many ways, from a business side, it's not surprising, right? Because your job is to get you to buy more as the consumer. So it's
fucked up thing is that this is allowed.
Well, I was just gonna say that.
I mean, it's with a cigarette.
I know.
At least you've got to fucking be what? How old do you have to be to buy cigarettes? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Any fucking kid with a dollar can go buy some of this addictive fucking food.
It's yes. Well, I know it. To your point.
Like, God damn it, man. I mean, and the thing is that the general level of knowledge of the average person is so low to this stuff.
Yes.
You don't fucking know any better.
Yes.
It's like a fucking dog that will eat himself to death if you let him.
Yes. Yeah. True story. We talked about it a couple weeks ago too.
Yeah.
So, talking transformations, talking Dad Bobs, talking Serena Williams. Well, so another, higher profile human, Lizzo, she has been in the news lately too, because she's killed the dad bod excuse because Lizzo, the artist Lizzo. You know who she is. Yeah, I know. So I know it's really not part of our demo, but she's out there.
I just don't know the fucking names.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But she's out there because she's all about changing bodies and changing perceptions and so forth. And Kai, let's run this clip on Lizzo killing the dad bod excuse.
Health is wealth. That girl just proved the message can evolve. You can respect yourself and still change. Confidence can't replace fitness. Energy comes from training, sleep, movement, and basics. If you're a dad or wanna be, lead with action. Your kids mirror what you live.
Our big topic, second hour, Johnny, is the dad bod. So we got guys that are growing up, and I'm changing this from, let's not worry about the six pack or the nice quads. Let's worry about hanging out with our kids in our 70s and 80s and 90s per se. Well, Lizzo took the same page. She's like, I want to grow up and be old and be active with my kids and with my family. I got to shed some weight.
Is that her?
That's her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she made some decisions I don't know for sure if some of those decisions were on the GLP path. That's irregardless. Her decision was, I need to build a better life for myself, for my kids, so I'm going to get after it today, which is the theme of our show, right? And it's hard.
Think of it like this, brother.
Yeah.
How many? And I'm going to compare a GLP to many other things that you could put into that title.
Yes.
Or into that slot, so to speak.
Yes.
If you can use something that will help build your confidence to make progress in a way never done before, so you can get that momentum.
Yes.
And potentially use that momentum to restructure how you live your life so you can have a better fucking life.
Yeah.
Let's get that little insert. Does it fucking matter what it is?
That's what I've really enjoyed getting to know you about. Guys, I've gotten to know you. That's what I've really enjoyed getting to know you because, again, perception is big guy, big muscles. Yes, he had to be on a journey to get here. But when that message is as simple as what you're saying, which is doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a walk, whether it's some assistance with the GLP, whether it's going for a bike ride, but it's just this idea of taking the first step. It's just so powerful, man. It's so powerful. Good morning, Chilling Music.
Negative sense.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times that taking a painkiller, well, I'll be honest, taking a fucking small handful of painkillers before I was about to do something that was going to be really fucking difficult.
Yes.
There was something about that put me in a frame of mind where I just believed I could do it.
Yes.
That's a terrible fucking example. Not what I recommend.
No, but
it's that same thing. What
it
do you
is.
insert? Because now keep in mind, looking back, I realized I could have inserted fucking just about anything into that slot.
But you're not here. But you're not here if you made different decisions. So those decisions.
Listen, I'm not saying.
I know.
I'm looking back, I'm saying I realize now that little you could put anything in there. It's almost like a placebo.
Yes, absolutely. Good morning, Chill Music, MP5. You're hanging out with Keith and John on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. We are live right here, 8 o'clock Eastern time, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. Hey, Chill, where are you joining us from today, my brother? I'd love to hear where you're joining us from here today. Johnny, I got a topic for you, man. I was thinking about
I gotta tell you, we're getting another bidet put in this house today.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because there's only one bidet in this house. Right?
Yes.
It's the master bedroom. So when I get up, I come out. I don't want to keep going back in the master bedroom wake up chair. So I'm taking a dump on a regular fucking. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yesterday I had enough. So I called the fucking contractor. I'm like,
hold on a second. Hold the horses. Yesterday you had enough. So you're like, fuck it. We're getting a new bidet tomorrow.
Yes. And the funny part was, dude, I've been having clean breaks. It wasn't like I was all dirtied up. I'm just like, it's just not the same.
Oh my
when
God.
the chair gets up, I find myself going in there.
Yeah.
Taking a dump.
Yeah.
Just using it to fucking get myself cleaned like I'm used to.
Oh,
it's
dude.
like brushing your fucking teeth, dude.
So good, man. So good. Yeah, I need a bidet tomorrow. Now. The funny thing is,
he's meeting us at the gym at noon, so we can go to the fucking place to test the toilet that I want. So he can buy it and bring and put it in.
I had a buddy who had a home in he moved from Winnipeg to Mexico for a few years, and he'd always tell me, he's like, yeah, Keith, when I want something built, I tell him when to start, and then it takes maybe days, maybe weeks, maybe months to finish because they're on Mexican time. So when they start installing your bidet, will it take some time to finish the process?
Well, you see, you got to find the right people for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
This dude here, he understands when, like when I want him to do something, I'm not going to question how much he's going to charge me, but he's got to fucking do it. Like he's got to fucking come and do it.
Yes. Yeah. I love it. Hey, okay. So your grandpa, well, and maybe again, in the no shit Sherlock department, researchers have discovered that grandparents who help care for their grandchildren score higher on memory. Sterling, Preston, what's this one all about?
We found a wholesome hack. Help with the grandkids sometimes. It's snack time and brain time.
Researchers tracked nearly 3,000 adults for 6 years. Grandparents who helped scored higher on memory and verbal fluency.
You don't need full-time babysitting. Just show up sometimes. That's enough to help. And you get more real moments too.
Brother, 3,000 people they followed over 6 years.
I can think of a bunch of reasons why this happens.
Say that again?
I can think of a bunch of reasons why.
Yes. Yeah, tell me one.
Well, just like the speech thing was interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you have to, when they're learning to speak, you have to learn their, broken English.
Oh yeah, because
you have to, you're problem solving as they're saying. They're like, sometimes not anymore, but say a year or two ago, he'd ask for something, and I'd say, "Okay, I know you. What? Tell me again." And I hear it 3 times, and so it's like almost like playing some sort of a game. He doesn't think it's a game,
Well, no, you're bang on. And researchers have found that, Johnny, you called it, man, because you're playing with your grandson, you're mentally being stimulated, you're having some social interaction, and I'm thinking
moving because the fucker is all over the place. So the old bastard that sits in his chair, he's going to help to be stimulated by this,
and a sense of purpose. Right, when your grandson's around, you're taking him out to the water or around the house. There's a sense of purpose that maybe elevates the emotions and the chemicals in your body, which makes you feel better, which makes you live longer. Right, so there's a lot of benefits. Obviously, again, kind of in the no shit Sherlock department, but I love it. Helping with the grandkids may help grandparents' memory. And what's the worst?
It's sad. It's kind of, when you say that, it's kind of fucking sad to think that there are old people that have no fucking purpose. I can't even imagine a life without a purpose. Jesus Christ. It's like I said, I will always have a purpose. That's just the nature of it. I will find some new purpose. Every time one purpose runs out, I find another one to plug in. Yeah. No, we have both come across people that you sit back, an older man or an older woman that are just maybe like a cynical SOB, and you're like, geez, like what's going on, man? Just because they may have been in a difficult spot their whole life, right? Yeah, I mean, it's. I guess we have to remember that these studies are the guys that these 3,000 people are the ones that fucking got a great job, good benefits.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
So we got to remember this is they retire and all of the stimulation of their life disappeared with that fucking job, and they had no idea it was coming.
Yeah.
All they could do was plan their whole life around the day. They didn't have to go to the fucking job they didn't really want to go to.
Coming up, Anthony Porquez, why burnout is not time management and what actually works. Anthony Porquez joining us in a couple minutes on Center Stage with Sophia Grant, John Anderson, and Keith Billis. But before we do that, we got a hot take, a daily opinion. Kai, let's run it. We're going to put something on the table for Keith and John to offer their opinion on. Let's get it, buddy.
Beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of...
I don't think that's actually the right sound. Anyways, there's this, there's schools now in the States where you got to check your phone in before you can go to class. Do you like that? Do you like that or not like that?
At my gym, we used to have sessions where, like, I'm trying to think, I can't remember what we called it, but basically there was just different, like, high schoolers coming in, like, and there was the aggressive classes. Like, you had to be a fucking ass kicker, and your fucking phone went on the shelf. Period. End of story. And getting rid of that phone made all of the fucking difference in the world. Basically, if you weren't 18 or older when you came in, you fucking put your phone away. I mean, these kids would be fucking 8 years old coming in with a phone.
Yeah, so I get it. I don't like it. I don't
like you giving up the phone to go to school.
Yeah, so I have a different view on it. I don't. So I don't. let me toss this tennis ball at you. So I don't like it. Let me tell you why. Because I don't think it teaches us anything. I don't think it teaches us control. It doesn't teach us discipline. It teaches us to be subservient. Give this to me because you can't control yourself. So maybe we need to teach people how to have discipline around controlling the devices in our life instead of just taking them away.
So let me pitch it back at you.
Okay.
I agree.
Yes.
But do you think that a fucking teenager who is being hooked by a fucking dopamine addiction has a fucking chance? I think that what we have to do is we have to remove the distractions so they can actually learn to focus. So when it's time to take that focus and apply it to discipline to get rid of that fucking dopamine, they have a chance.
Yeah, I don't know. So this is what we're doing right now is exactly the point I'm putting this hot take onto the show. I don't know if I fully agree with you, brother, because it's like saying, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's like saying that, we got to ban kids with social media. So yes, I do know and I do agree that the dopamine hits and those addictive qualities that harm us. But we both grew up in an era which was, well, you can't listen to the Ozzy Osbourne album because it's going to wreck you. Well, what the fuck did we do? We listened to it anyways.
I'm with you, but let's remember, we're talking about the norm.
Yeah,
These people, they have no fucking guidance at home. Fucking parents send them to school expecting the parents are going to fucking teach them how to do everything. And it's so this is, if the school doesn't eliminate this distraction, it just gets lost in the middle and there's never attention to it. So now keep in mind, let's just say we went into, say, the top 25% of kids that were raised with proper parents that actually, then now we've got a different discussion. But if we're talking about the norm, then I think unfortunately the top 25 get caught in this.
Yeah. Hey, hanging out with Keith and John here this morning on Mornings in the Lab. Jonathan Porcaz is coming up here in a quick second. Some comments from the community. Johnny Lauren says, we've learned that humans, particularly kids, are unable to control themselves when it comes to their phones. I can't disagree with that. And then Petro says, Johnny, learning how to focus is not part of the curriculum yet. Too busy coloring the maps. Yes.
Well, perfect example. My kids, all started controlling phone use on their own in high school.
Okay. Yeah.
But also that because I took a major fucking part in developing their discipline and their understanding. I parented. Other kids didn't have that. So those are the ones that are just, it's like, fuck, why even go to school for some of these fuckers?
Yeah. Well, like I said, again, if we're using our devices to do nothing but consume, I agree. Take it away from me. But if that device has helped me create and be a better human, well, maybe there's an argument to be made.
Maybe we have a part of school. Okay, you're going to use your phone to learn to create.
Yes.
But if the phone, like for example, when I was teaching these fucking kids to power clean, which is a fucking really difficult.
Yes.
If the phone was anywhere, it wouldn't have happened.
No, I can't argue with you there.
I consider myself, I've fucking coached some kids that have gone to D1 and they power clean for the first time in front of the strength coach and strength coach. Where did you learn to do that?
Yeah.
You go train with the fucking upperclassmen. You don't need to be here. Right. Because I had that focus from them.
When Zegler was teaching me how to power clean, I sucked at it for a long time. That's fucking hard, man.
Oh, dude.
That's hard.
Okay, but now pretend that you're fucking with your phone between sets.
Well, there you go. We'll ask our guest, Anthony Porquez, not Jonathan Porquez, what his opinion is on should kids be banned from having their phones at school. Coming up right now with Keith, John, Sophia Grant, center stage, Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. It goes right now.
If rest never fixes your exhaustion, it's because burnout isn't a pause problem. It's a pattern you keep re-entering. High-performing men don't collapse once. You already know this is true. They cycle, recover just enough, then rebuild the same life that broke them. Anthony Porquez understands that cycle because he didn't study it. He lived inside it until it finally demanded a reckoning.
During his mother's illness, pressure stacked fast.
Business ownership, night bartending, and caregiving all collided at once. When the system collapsed, the consequences were real,
and his life stretched past its limits.
That moment forced a question most men avoid. What does honor truly mean to you? Rebuild. or repeat. Anthony chose to rebuild from the ground up, not with motivation, but with structure that could survive real pressure. Today, he brings that work to high-performing men worldwide. His approach is shaped by executive leadership, entrepreneurship, and deep coach training. His belief is simple: burnout isn't time management. It's energy alignment across body, mind, and the spaces you live and work in. Anthony, welcome to Mornings in the Lab. Thanks for joining us today.
Johnny, you can have the perfect morning routine, the ideal time blocking system, and still feel like you're turning and you're running on fumes. Why? Because burnout isn't a productivity problem. It's a nervous system problem. And if you're a high performer who looks successful on paper but feels depleted behind closed doors, today's
How
guest.
many fucking people do you know that are winning that get burned out?
Oh, fuck, man. Anthony Borquez, what's going on, brother?
Hey, thank you so much for having me, John. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here too.
Yeah, you try. Yeah. My bad, Keith. My bad.
Hey, Borquez, quickly, do you have kids?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
So I'd love to know your opinion on this. You heard Keith and John bantering on it. Should kids have their phones banned before they go into school?
That's a tough one because I'm a big believer in deep work, and that's distraction-free work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a believer that when you are distraction-free and you're truly focused, you can get more done in a short amount of time.
And you develop.
Yeah. And I think that applies to working out too, right?
Yeah.
Like, as I've gotten older, I may not work out as intensely as I used to, but when I'm more intentional about working out and I'm thinking more about how it's being in my body and affecting my muscles and feeling that and being in that, I find that is just as strenuous and just as effective as if like just trying to kill yourself in a gym.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Keith, do you use your phone when you're working out? Do you keep it handy?
It's around me. Like I will. So I'll use it in between sets. Like if I'm on a rest for 30 seconds or 60 seconds, I might check in and do something. But it's in my presence.
Brother. Here's a thought.
Yeah.
Try putting it. Don't touch it from start to finish.
Yeah, it's a good point. 100%. Yeah.
I think there's a solid possibility because I totally get where you are with your phone and your
yeah.
I don't disagree with any of that.
Yeah.
But I think that what's being missed is there's a level of like our man said here, focus and deep work.
Yes.
It's not tapping into at least with the training. And if you experience it there, maybe it'd be open up different thought process.
Yeah, it's a great point. It's a great point. Petro says, "Oh yeah, well I'm going to get the Neuralink glasses so that I can scroll Instagram, talk on the phone, read a book, and power clean all at the same time." Yeah, there you go. And then Lauren says, "How are kids supposed to control their consumption of useless content if their average parent's head is buried in their device? And at that point, nobody's getting anything done, right? The kids."
100%. 100%. That's the fucking problem.
Yes.
Kids get sent to school, and the parents, the parents think that the fucking school's going to raise them. It's so fucking terrible.
Yeah. So Anthony, let's get into it, brother. I got some words here that are in front of me that struck me as I was preparing for the show. Johnny, listen to this one, man. Most guys would hide the fact that they landed in jail, yet you lead with it. Walk us through that moment where the cuffs get put on. And maybe your knees are shaking, you're freaking out. You're like, holy shit, I am being arrested right now. I'm either going to die in situations like this, or I need to completely rebuild my life. Take Keith and John back to the moment before the cuffs went on, Anthony.
Yeah, so thank you for setting that up and for the opportunity to be here because I think my situation isn't that uncommon for a lot of men. And what happened with me is that I was building a business during the day. I was bartending at night and caregiving for my parents. And it was really when my mother had a stroke where everything just kind of fell apart. And so, like a lot of men, you just kind of bury your head and do what you need to do. And you sacrifice, the things that give you energy or would restore you because in your mind, you feel that all these
time.
Exactly.
With what you just described, I'm thinking, was this guy sleeping?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And of course, then you enter in the mindset of work hard, party hard, right? Like I've been working so hard. I've been, taking care of my parents. I'm doing all this shit. The best way to blow off steam is to get blackout drunk, and to numb myself from the reality of what's really happening. And so I lead with going to jail because that was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because it really changed this way of thinking, this way of being that wasn't serving me, and it was slowly killing me. And so I literally needed everything to fall apart and everything to be destroyed for me to come back and be like, okay, how do I pull myself out of this hell that I've created? Because we can't stay here. And
one of the things that, we have found, Anthony, Keith, and John have been very fortunate to, have had hundreds of guests through the show, and there seems to be a common theme. Now, the cuffs just didn't get handed on, right? You were bartending, taking care of mom and dad, working, doing everything. It was either the days, the weeks, the months. Like there were moments. There was a buildup to that happening.
Yeah.
Talk us through that journey, Anthony.
Well, I think a lot of it was it wasn't being really in my body. It wasn't really being present. It was just trying to live up to expectations.
Yeah.
It was like, this is what needs to be done. This is what I have to do as a son.
So it's funny, actually, hold on, Anthony, hang tight. It's funny, John, because you said this yesterday on the show. You were in the dressing room with guys, and you're like, sometimes when you get around a peer circle, you just feel like this is what has to get done. Remember, Johnny? Right?
Well,
and you're like,
it's fucking normal to do shit that's really not fucking normal because everybody's fucking doing it to survive there.
and that's what Porquez was doing, right? So Porquez, you're in this scenario probably with people, with friends around you that are doing things, right? And you're like, I guess this is how I got to be. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of it too is just cultural too. Like,
yes,
I'm a Filipino American. I grew up in the United States, but my parents were from the Philippines, and so there's a very strong emphasis on family.
Yes,
and family duty.
Yes,
and that's why it's really contributed to the program that I created, because a lot of the conversation about burnout that we hear is purely about work burnout or occupational burnout. But going through this situation, it wasn't me being an entrepreneur or the president of a nonprofit that really brought this home for me. It was the caregiver role of taking care of my mother, and for them for like 5 years until they both passed away. And that's something that really struck home to me, is that burnout can happen at home. It's not just.
Did I miss? What is it? What was the thing or the action? The event that landed you in the clink? Did I miss this, or we just haven't told us yet?
It was drinking and driving. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So very humbling.
Well, if I may, Anthony, so thank you for sharing that. It's a very vulnerable thing to share, so thank you for sharing that. I'm going to offer this because you offered it up to us, John. If we drank and drive once, we know that we drank and drove many times before that, Porquez. You just were fortunate, if I may say this amongst brothers here, that you were caught before maybe something really harmful happened.
Right.
Is that fair to say, right? So it was like you were doing it, your buddies were doing it, everybody was doing it in your circle, then you got caught.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, and it's not getting caught that builds up that false expectation that you won't get caught, right?
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, man. That's tough shit, brother. That's tough shit. That's a low point, isn't it?
Absolutely. For me, the lowest. Absolutely lowest.
Yeah. Were mom and dad around when that happened, Anthony?
They were.
Oh,
they
man.
Were.
Oh, so dude, Johnny, I can't even amend that conversation then.
Well, I hid it from them. I was actually managed to hide it from them because
wow,
I didn't want to bother them with it because they had enough things going on.
Yeah.
So that was another thing too. Is like that brings on another point about like how men suffer silently.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, I appreciate your vulnerability, man. That takes a lot of energy. But you talk about energy alignment. We talk about energy on this show all the time. John's a big energy person. Keith and John got attracted to each other because of our energy. We never met in person. It just is energy. You talk about energy alignment instead of time management.
Yeah.
Talk about what that means to you when it comes to energy alignment and how it helps men, create success without adrenaline, the cortisol, all that negative shit that comes through our life, Anthony?
Yeah, so I think, first, we're so addicted to time and we see everything through time, right? And it's really like an outdated paradigm from the Industrial Revolution about productivity has to happen hourly and it has to look like this, right?
Yeah.
And even though our environment and our culture around work has changed somewhat, we still kind of, in the background of our operating systems, use this as a reference of how to go about our lives. That it's only about time. It's only about the objective. It's only about getting this done within this period, right? And so when you do that, you're basically forfeiting everything to the external, right? You're only managing what's on the outside. Whereas I believe, and in my work with other men, is that when you shift your perspective towards energy, right, you start to let go of a lot of the things that cause burnout. And you start to factor in who you are and how you operate into the whole scheme of things. So I think that's, generally speaking, why I think energy is more important, because energy is renewable. Energy can't be created or destroyed, only transferred, right? Time is finite, right? Like, time is external, energy is internal. We can actually renew our energy. But the problem with a lot of men is that we will negate and cut out the things that actually give us energy. We'll cut out, the hobbies. We'll cut out, going to the gym. We'll cut out friendships in order to achieve whatever objective.
Yeah. We talk about interest. So, as we've discovered in our conversations, that there's a magical word. It's a simple word, but the idea of interest could change a lot of people's lives, Anthony.
Yeah. You mean interest in terms of hobbies, correct?
Yeah, well, because I think if you're, as myself and John talk often, if you're interested in something, you're probably unstoppable.
Well, and I think the whole the concept of most people they think they're interested in dollars.
Yes.
And they trade their fucking lives for these things, and then they realize, how many people on their deathbed said, fuck, if I could do it again, I really would have focused more on making those dollars. No, they said, I should have focused more on my relationships. I should have been more present here. I should have done that. They're talking about stuff that actually was meaningful. So the thing that I really try to connect the dollars and interest, if how you make those dollars truly interests you, take the dollars away. If you're doing something that interests you and you make money, now you've really you've eliminated this huge problem that most people face, and they don't even know they have it.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
We it's funny because it seems like there's a few people that seem to come across our show here often, whether they're past or alive, and one of them is Kobe. We seem to quote Kobe quite a bit here, and we have a segment on the show here called Words of Wisdom. Hey Kai, if you have this segment ready, let's drop this little clip from Kobe, and then I want to hear your comment on it, Anthony. Kai, let's run it.
Go after it. I never compromised that. I never allowed anybody to tell me what I was capable of accomplishing. I never let anybody tell me that I can't do. If you want to accomplish something or do something that a lot of people think is difficult to accomplish, you have to put all your eggs in one basket. And there's no compromise with that.
Do you agree with that, Anthony? You got to put all your eggs in one basket if you want to go after your dreams. If you want to chase an interest, is it all about putting all your eggs in one basket?
I think from a psychological standpoint, yeah. You do have to kind of burn the boats and say, we're not going back home until we achieve the objective. And there has to be a deep conviction to want to accomplish that.
Greatness is driven by obsession.
That's right.
I like that. Say that again, Johnny.
Greatness is driven by obsession.
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
not obsessed with doing something,
yes,
greatness is going to be fucking really difficult to achieve unless you're just one of those fucking weirdo anomalies that somehow stumbles into it. We can't really talk about those. Anybody that's created, like, we could list off 50 people that were great. They'll talk about being obsessed with doing what they did. It's very difficult to fucking do what you have to do to be great if you're not obsessed.
It's so true, man. And so if you link your interest to it, it's funny, John. I enjoy sometimes when we get into this wordplay, right? Because you link interest to greatness to obsession. You're probably an unstoppable human being.
Yeah, your interest is like the front door to obsession.
Yes. Yeah. You think about that, right, Anthony? Because if you find an interest and you obsess over it, you're going to be great. There's actually no rocket science behind that, is there?
Yeah, and who's to tell you otherwise? Like Kobe said, you guys you probably remember there was a time when people didn't get paid to play video games.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And now that obsession, that hobby, is now turned into a very well violated, respected position in the world.
Yeah, those people that get paid, they're fucking playing that thing every waking hour to get that good.
Bingo.
They have that obsession to play that game. Call it addiction. I think for my addiction, my addictive behavior played a huge role in this whole thing, in this chain of how we want to link these attributes.
No question, Johnny. Yeah. Good morning, Shinku. Good morning. So you think about obsession, interest. We talk about leadership and good leaders, right? So I'm going to play a clip here for a second. John, we I've had this segment here called Committed. We had that segment where Leonardo had the handshake and like somebody committed to something, which means it's like being obsessed with something. So leaving politics aside for this clip I'm going to run here, but I want to lean into being obsessed with being a good leader. Kai, let's run this clip here for a quick second here. So this was the moment that this person whispered into his ear that America was under attack.
9/11 just got fucking attacked. And he knew it was coming.
That to me is unbelievable leadership. I don't give a shit about what his politics are. To be able to be obsessed about being a good leader, like it gets those kind of words, Anthony, that like fucking like your nation could be collapsing right now. And the way that man handled that, Anthony, what do you observe when you see that? What do you think about that?
I think it's somebody which is processing the information, deeply, and understanding that you can't really react here. You're on camera, you're in front of kids, and I think that's, to have that awareness is leadership.
The commitment to leadership, though, isn't that what? Yeah, the awareness, the commitment, isn't that what it is, Anthony?
Yeah, I think what would a true leader do given the situation with the information I just received?
Yes.
There's a lot of people who could crumble under the weight of that information.
So on the flip side of that, yeah, you got to watch very closely, and of course nobody knows.
Yes,
is for sure. Was that controlling the reaction, or was that basically realizing that, okay, I knew this was coming, I knew I was going to be told, I'm on camera, it's like, how am I supposed to act?
Yes. Yeah.
Because you'd think if that was said to me, I would at least stand up. It's like a fucking primal instinct. I would have done something. You know what I mean? I sit there and fucking do this a little bit, like, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And I remember seeing that clip. And I remember looking at that face thinking, fuck, I resonated with trying to pretend. That was the first thing that hit me.
Oh, interesting.
When it hit right now, you hadn't even said what it was, and I knew what I was looking at.
Yep, me too. Well, the politics of the moment don't matter to me. I'm so invested in the commitment of that leader. I really enjoy that as a lesson of leadership there, because, and Anthony, you're a leader, you work with men, Johnny, you or I do, and just to be able to see how somebody responds in a moment like that, right? To be able to compose and John, like you've taught me, to respond instead of react. Yeah. Right. And Anthony, talk about that for a moment, because that's often us men, we react, we go, blah, right? Instead of slowing down to respond. How have you learned as a man to do that, Anthony?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I actually created a process for this, and I call it the 4 A's of alignment.
Yeah.
It starts with awareness, to acceptance, to alignment, then to action. And this mirrors exactly what you're talking about, because what a lot of men to do, myself included, is just go from awareness straight to action. You know, we don't really sit with a moment long enough to maybe accept what the situation is or what I'm thinking about the situation.
Little is that deep breath you need to make sure that you don't do or say something you are going to regret.
Yeah, and in that sense, it would be like what Viktor Frankl said. It's the pause between the stimulus and the response.
I mean, one fucking deep breath can fucking change a decision.
Yeah. And I believe, Keith, that's the true practice here, is building that space, that pause between the stimulus and the response. Because when it happens so quick. Like this happens, right? But true freedom lies in that ability to create that space between those things, because that's where you can choose. You know, because what we're aware of, we're in control of. What we're not aware of is in control of us.
Yeah. The way you put it, John, that breath, I never really thought about it the way you presented it, but the power of that one breath could change everything. If you can take a breath.
Dude, it happened to me day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Sarah got a little twisted with me.
Yeah.
And, she basically asked her a question, and that question just kind of like, so I could see she wound up.
Yeah.
She didn't know she'd let me have it, but she was like, you know, didn't raise her voice, but it was stern. It was coming. And I felt myself starting to wind up, and I was like, as I started to take the breath, the first part of the breath was quick. And
yes.
Okay, and I told her, I said, look, I'm going to wait, and I might not say much so I can respond rather than react to this. So don't take me not saying much for not caring. It's me keeping, you know, my space, keeping my energy nice and stable and aligned with, you know, how I can be the best for the situation.
And then I bet what happened is that you both took a step back, and that when you both came together, there was probably
She doesn't step back. Just self-proclaimed hothead.
Anthony, Keith, and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John. We're going to wrap up with Anthony in a quick second. But before we do that, I got a segment on the show I called What the Fuck Is This? And Kai, Johnny, Anthony, I don't really know what to say about this one, except I was disgusted by this, which is why I wanted to put it on the screen. Kai, let's roll it, man. So somebody in the United States, this is horrible. This is fucking horrible. Built a website to avoid a certain race of people. Yeah.
What race are we talking about?
Black people.
Okay.
Fucking horrible, man.
And what is this? Is the red the concentration, or is the red the safe zones?
It's where black folks reside and hang out, and they created this website for people to avoid it. And I'm like, that's the fucking problem. Sorry, Anthony and John, my American friends. I'm a Canadian up here. That's the fucking problem with your country, man. What the fuck is that?
I have no idea. That's crazy.
You gotta fucking love this guy. He fucking claims America when he likes something, and he fucking throws it in the fucking trash bin when he doesn't.
I love my American friends. That is bullshit, though. I don't like that at all. That's not very good at all. Hey, Anthony Porquez, where can folks find you, connect with you, hire you, and work with you?
The best place to find me is anthonyporquez.com. I have some free resources there that you guys can check out. And I'm launching a new course on February 23rd. I believe it's the only burnout course specifically for men that's out there. So I'm really excited to be launching that soon. But yeah, anthonyporquez.com, you can find everything there.
Awesome. Johnny, closing comments for Anthony?
Great conversation, brother. Pleasure to have you here today.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and dude, before you go, man, thanks for being vulnerable. You know, there's some topics we talked about today on the show that I know is not easy, and sometimes to do it live on a show with a couple dudes in a fun environment is even more difficult. So I'm really grateful that you expressed yourself and that you had the courage to talk about your story, and that's what we try to do. So thanks for that.
And let me just say, too, thank you for what you guys do, because working with men, I know there's not a lot of great spaces for men. And there's not many in general, but there's not a lot that are really preaching like really, good, clean information. And so after, watching you guys over the past few weeks, I really do appreciate the service that you provide for
appreciate
men.
that.
Right on, brother.
I think appreciate that. That's all. Yeah, we're trying to do something different here. We're trying to provide an environment for guys to get up and achieve their big goals and remove the barriers. You know, Keith's had his journeys in life. John has had his journeys in life, and we feel like if we can share our story along with some wonderful guests, we can help men be inspired to do some great things as well. With the first few,
we try to skirt the line of being clean so we can stay entertaining.
Yeah. Hence, John installed the second bidet in his house for today. I can't believe it. All right, Anthony Burkett. All right, Anthony's out of here. Lifestyle tip, reset hour 2, talking dad bod and we're talking things that men don't know too late in life. Let's do it, Kai. Reset.
What you really need to do, team, is look and find my pit bull. Same color, but I wouldn't be picking him up that easily. Anyway, what are we talking about today? Lifestyle tip. Let's go. If you're one of the people who believes that tomorrow is somehow going to be easier or better than today, you're sadly mistaken. You're in trouble. Why are you in trouble? Because it's a never-ending prophecy. You're going to have the same thoughts tomorrow that you have today. And that's it. See, that's it. It's really just a behavior pattern. And when you recognize that behavior pattern, it never stops, because your behavior patterns, your thought processes, you go to bed with them tonight, you wake up with them tomorrow. And if you let these dictate what you actually do, how you live your life, you're never really going to evolve. You're really going to change. And change is good. If you're here, it's because you're looking for change. You're looking to evolve. You're looking to get better. You're a seeker in a good way. You're trying to discover more about yourself, which, I think that's one of the most empowering things, when we're constantly learning more about ourselves. And how do we somehow take today and find a way to get a little bit better for tomorrow? And when we look at these behavior patterns, we look at these recurring thought processes that are holding us back, that one might be the most damaging of all. So think about that. Ask yourself the question, nice and simple. Why is tomorrow? Why do I believe? And the reason you do this shit is because you believe. I get it. But why do you believe that tomorrow will be better than today? Because if you can get that out of your life will change for the better really, really quickly.
All right. Welcome back. You are listening to Mornings in
That belly isn't a joke. It's stealing years your kids could have with you. That's the brutal truth.
He's looking at you, Tommy. Don't shoot the messenger. You call it dad bod, but it's abdominal fat.
Not fat. I'm busy. I might lift sometimes. I just also eat like I'm bored. Abdominal fat drives diabetes and blood pressure. It's the kind that hits you before you feel sick. That's why this matters.
So the hoodie trick doesn't count. Fine, I hate this, but I'm listening. What's the first thing I change?
Your kids copy your routine, not your speeches. Fix your habits, and you fix what they think is normal. That's the legacy. The hope is real. Midlife change cuts long-term disease risk and buys more years with them. Let's get into the moves.
There we go. Hour 2. I knew. We were going to have one mistake in the first hour. Good job, Kai. It's all good. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Hour 2. Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and friends. So far, we spent some time on center stage with Anthony Porquez, breaking down why burnout is not a time waster. No, it's actually something that happens to us. Anthony walked us through what happens when men run on discipline alone. And that was a great chat with Anthony. Go back and listen to that one. Now we're going to turn the focus from energy and burnout to the body that's carrying it all. We're talking dad bod. And I think we're going to bring in Whitaker. She doesn't even know. We're bringing her up here. She's going to hang out with Keith and John. We're going to see how that first show went. We're talking dad bod, and we're talking about the things that men don't know. Coming up, second hour. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Kai, don't run the segment. Let's bring in Johnny. Let's bring in Cheryl. Let's get after it. Let's rock and roll. Good morning, Whitaker. What's going on?
Good morning, Keith. Good morning. Oh, nothing happening.
How did it go today?
Regular old day, you know.
How did it go?
Oh, it went great. It went really well, really well, and it's going to get better. Yep, it was fun. It was so much fun. Thank you so much for, having the crossover, having Sterling and Frankie and Tommy come and hang out with Beatrice and Atlas. It was just the coolest, and the team is just stellar.
Awesome. Well, I'm so happy to hear that. I'll look forward to going back and checking in with your segment a little bit later today. I knew that you were in good hands, and I saw you walk into the green room here with a smile on your face. I was like, we got to bring you here to catch up. So that's good. That's good. How did you sleep last night?
But the chat that you and I had,
yes,
tremendously. It calmed the nerves, and I just focused on the energy, focused on everybody else, and not what I was going on in my head.
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
It's done, and that was done, right? And then
first one's done.
Yes.
Cherry's popped. It's done.
Yes. Jesus. Yes. Cherry's popped, Whitaker. Yes. Oh my God. So, let's hang on this for a quick second. Because Johnny can hear us.
Hey, John.
The first time, and all joking aside, but the first time we do something often is we just beat ourselves up, and then it happens. So, Jimmy, let's bring Johnny up here. Johnny, Kai's, Cheryl's first show just dropped this morning, 40 minutes ago. She just launched it this morning, and she's
very nice.
Yeah.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too.
So let's talk about the first time we do something, because it freaks us all out. Like, John, and you worked yourself all up, and it's like,
the best thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear it.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
The thing that I think, if people just put this in their heads, it's so freeing.
Yeah.
The first time we do something, or even the first handful of times, we're supposed to suck.
Yeah.
First fucking time. Hey, you know what? This is my first live show. I'm going to do my best not to suck for you all today, but forgive me. This is number one. I promise you I'll be a little better tomorrow, but today, this is going to be the number one sucker. So let's have some fun while I suck. The pressure's gone.
Oh my God, John, you were speaking to the overachiever perfectionist in me right now, because
it's so true, Cheryl.
Yeah, because I don't want to suck ever, right? And so, but if I have in my mind, like, hey, the first time.
But the over perfectionist will make you suck, because you're putting so much energy on focus on not sucking that you're going to suck.
Yes. Preach it, dude. Yeah.
Well, and then we all waste so much energy worrying about sucking. So Cheryl, I know you've done speaking gigs on stage. Johnny, I know you have as well, and many people do, right? We all get worked up for the presentation. It's everything is all hooey-fluey. Yet everybody in the audience is feeling the same thing as you.
Yeah, they're rooting for you, right?
Right. So it's like if John went up there and said, "Hey, everybody, I'm going to suck right now, just to tell you guys I'm going to suck." Everybody's going to go, "Oh."
Yes.
Right. But yet we don't want to do that as a human being.
Yes. No, you're 100%. But you know what? I wish that I could remember. I wish that all of us could remember. Like when you get on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, didn't die. Everything went well. Sure, some things could be better, but that's life. Why don't we remember that the next time we're getting ready to do something for the first time? You're like,
true.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's how we're wired, I guess.
Yeah. Good morning, Jerry Ginger. Good to hang out with you this morning. And Dwayne Whitaker is here, Johnny as well. Cheryl's beautiful husband's on the show with us. Hey, so the topic we have here is dad bod. But Cheryl, since you're here, let's throw this on the table too.
Okay.
Mum bod. So mum bod, dad bod. But the idea is not about the aesthetic idea about it. It's not about, trying to have a body like Johnny's with the six-pack. I'm ready all the time. It's this idea is that, let's face it, dad bods and mom bods shorten our time with our kids, period. Talk about that, Cheryl. Talk about your peers, the people around you, and how and why it's so difficult for us to wrap our head around the fact that, getting up and getting after it and trying to achieve some health goals will help us spend time with our kids, yet we don't talk about it that way, Whitaker.
Yeah, I mean, because what I'm hearing is that if you don't take care of yourself in every way possible, you are shortening your time.
You are 100%, 100%.
Right? And so with your kids, your wife, husband,
yes,
people who love you, you know, your team, whatever it is, you're shortening your life. And I could be, to be honest, completely honest, I have struggled and still struggle with watching what I eat. I mean, much better. I didn't tell you guys this, but I'm down. I am 40 pounds down over the last few years. So
good for you.
40 pounds. So
I love the gauge that if everyone listen, she gauged that over the last couple of years.
I heard that, Johnny, too.
That's the first thing I heard was normally, it's months, you know, because then you're fucking dealing with this shit.
Yes. Because what I heard from that, Cheryl, what I heard from that too, like Johnny said, what I heard was you made a bunch of small accumulative decisions. And that is right. So a little small decision here, a little small decision here. And then a few years go by, Johnny, you're down 40 pounds.
Yeah, but I also made some bad decisions too, to be honest, right?
You do though. Okay. Yeah.
I make bad decisions too. Like this morning, I was so like about being on the show that I didn't work out. I mean, I promised myself that I was going to work out this morning, but I just didn't have it in me.
So Johnny, what would you say? What would you tell her? Johnny, what would you tell her?
Yeah, help me, John.
Well, I would say, using myself as per example, I catch a sweat every fucking day before I get here. Why?
Yeah.
Because I'll suck a little less.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
That's pretty powerful.
Suck a little less.
Well, think about that, right? So let's play a game for a second. So all of a sudden you're doing 5 minutes of burpees, just whatever.
That's what I did today. Literally, I basically I don't know how many. I did 5 total sets, somewhere between 5 and 10 per. It was my mantra tips: don't overdo it, just get it done.
Yeah, and I love that, because what I'm hearing you say then, John, is like, even if I had done like not my whole, you know, upper and lower, if I had just done something.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 fucking minutes would have made
5
you check the box. You know, just literally like, it's crazy. I just was warming up my hips, and my hips were a little tight from playing pickleball yesterday. So I was just warming up my hips with some body weight squats, real deep. Got my heart was pumping a little bit, breathed hard a little bit. Just after my warm up, I was like, "Fuck, I feel better."
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny,
I could have probably, if I wanted to, if I really wanted to chance it, I probably could have just stretched out my warm up.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was just, it felt good. I wanted more of it.
Your warm up is probably my whole workout.
Here's a question for you guys. So what's harder for men and women? Cheryl, is it harder for us to face aging or accountability?
Oh, well, okay. So for women, I'd say it's aging.
Is that right? Yeah.
But I mean, so much out there, right? Botox.
Yeah.
Plastic surgery.
But yet, I'll throw this. Okay, then I'll play tennis with you. But yet, it's so difficult. I'll throw with you then. Okay, but yet you couldn't. I love you, but yet you couldn't find 5 minutes this morning to take care of yourself.
I know. Well,
the irony of that, right? Like,
I know.
Right?
Priorities are all messed up, right? That's how I look at it.
Yeah. No, that's not.
You know what got in the way? Perfectionism.
Yes.
I mean, when someone says they're a perfectionist,
I'm
like, I'm going to fucking eat you up, because you're still going to be fucking planning something. I'm going to have step 1, 2, and 3 all fucking done. And you know what? All I did was fucking plan the first step. I figured out step 2 after I knew how step 1 went. You're trying to get fucking 10 steps done. You're never out of the fucking gate. Keep being a perfectionist. Let me just keep eating your lunch. You're feeding me.
So true. Yeah. I'm in therapy for it, right? So I want to say I'm a recovering perfectionist, because my new mantra is done is perfect. Done is perfect. So accountability, Keith, I guess it's who you're being accountable to and what.
Yeah. So because
but that's good. But you still are hanging yourself. Done symbolizes that you finished, which is still connect your starting. Is perfect.
Start. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I agree with Johnny. I don't like the word done, because done tells me that.
Rarely is shit ever done.
Yeah.
It's never done. I know for me, I am never.
But that's the perfectionist. Like with Terry, my wife, she has this fucking. And I used to have it, so I get it. She starts something. She's got to. I mean, she'll fuck up so much shit to finish something that doesn't fucking matter. And I just kind of let her do her thing. I've had plenty of conversations, but I mean, I look at her and I think, Jesus Christ, if I had the brain that she had, with my ability to just fucking start shit, I believe that she could have probably achieved a whole lot more of what she wanted, but she was always sitting there trying to make things perfect and never got started on plenty of shit that she could have fucking done really, really well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, great point. Great point.
Petro says, one of the things that helps me is I told myself I was born to do this, and I truly believe it. Well, I love that, Petro, because that's like we talked yesterday, Johnny, with Atomic Habits, right? Carter's reading Atomic Habits, and this idea that, the habits that you are, instead of that, believing what you, I'm paraphrasing, but believing what you are is who you are instead of trying to be something. Right. So identity. Yeah. Right. So the habits that you live on a daily basis is who you are instead of who you're trying. And it's kind of like sometimes we grew up with dress for who you want to be instead of who you're trying to be. Right. Like if you want to be a leader,
that whole thing, it's interesting, brother. I mean, because that whole thing is act as if it comes from that.
Yeah.
So act as if.
Yes.
There's two different versions of this. There's all the dumb fucks that say, I'm going to go fucking finance a fucking Ferrari so I can act as if.
Yeah.
No. Act as if means get up at fucking 3:30, means do all the hard shit when nobody's fucking looking. And yes, you don't have the life that you're pretending to have, because the people that have that life are doing what you're doing. You just don't have it yet. Pretend on the hard shit. That makes sense?
It absolutely does, 100%.
And when you act as if, like, okay, that fucking gazillionaire, whatever it is you want to be, does all these hard fucking things. Yes, he has a fucking Ferrari. So I'm going to act as if I have his life, and I'm going to start behaving like he does. Versus, I'm going to go fucking, sell my fucking God knows what to get that Ferrari.
Get the Ferrari. Mm-hmm.
It's the whole idea. It's the weak-minded bitch that decides to take the easy route and pretend, and then, I tried that and it didn't work. Well, of course, because you took the easy route.
Yeah. No, I completely hear you. But I got to just give a little bit of love to Petro for his comment, because I'm going to hold on to that, John. I'm going to hold on to that. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, and believe it. I was born to do this. Yep, I truly believe it.
And tomorrow you're going to suck a little less, and that's all you need.
I am looking forward to sucking a little less.
Yeah. And tell everybody that.
And Dwayne's got a comment.
Dwayne definitely has. He's
always way to success. Yeah, according to Dwayne Whitaker, quote of the day, Johnny: "Suck your way to success," aka Dwayne Whitaker this morning on the show. I'll tell you who was not sucking away to success. A couple days ago at the Grammys, an epic moment happened. I just got to put it on here quickly that we can all just lean into quickly. Hey, Kai, drop this on the screen, man. This was epic. And to see this moment happen in real time was kind of one of those wow. Post Malone, it was the Chili Peppers, it was Duff McKagan, Slash, all paying tribute to Ozzy himself, and it was pretty slick, man. It was if you guys didn't get a chance to see that, it was a really cool moment. I invite you to check it on YouTube. But really neat, because it's just one of those moments where you kind of get shivers, right? Because it's a bunch of music we grew up with, and it was pretty neat. So that dropped a couple days ago. Hey, Johnny, you like to sleep with a fan on, eh?
Right in my face.
I know you do. Yeah. Well, I got something for you. Did you know sleeping with a fan can not only help you, but it will still dry you out? Kai.
Did you know that sleeping with a fan on is fantastic for cooling you down? But at the exact same time, it might actually be drying you out completely? Did you know that sleeping with a fan on is fantastic for cooling you down? but at the exact same time, it might actually be drying you out completely? Medical research shows that constant airflow can rapidly dry out your mucous membranes. And that dryness is exactly what causes that scratchy morning throat irritation. It can often lead to severe nasal congestion or even those nagging daily headaches.
This is especially risky if you are already sleeping in a naturally dry environment. This becomes double trouble for anyone out there already dealing with seasonal allergies, because that circulating air kicks up dust and pollen right into your sinuses.
This matches Healthline's guidance from 2020. But experts say there's zero evidence linking fans to extreme harm. Some people worry about major damage, but there is zero proof of severe harm. That means myths about fans causing permanent eye damage are totally busted. Here is the bottom line. Experts agree, sleeping with a fan is generally safe for everyone. You don't need to sweat it at all, you just need to manage the airflow better.
Mitigate the dryness with a humidifier, or just move the fan further away. That's your Did You Know? Back to Keith and John.
I was listening to some of your hacking a couple days, Johnny. So I was thinking, maybe it's the fan on your face, brother.
No, dude, it was called swallowing some coffee down the wrong fucking pipe. But I mean, you see, here's the thing: you start using a fan, right? And you wake up and you're fucking hoarse the next day. Oh, the fan! Okay, there's this really, really crazy concept that the body is fucking amazing at.
What?
Adaptation. Give it some fucking time. It will learn to deal with that, and you'll have no issues. I have no issues, but obviously, when someone that is not used to it, of course, it's gonna.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I sleep with the fan right on me. I'm
you do too. You do too.
I'm in menopause, so I need it, right? But I wake up and my throat is dry, etc. Have you guys seen those tape you can like?
Don't tell me you tape your mouth too, Whitaker.
No, that looks scary as hell. I'm afraid I'm gonna die in the middle of the night. No, I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying it probably would help. But I'm a mouth breather, so.
Yeah, no, I don't tape my mouth, and I don't put a fan on my face either. No, I don't do any of that. Cheryl, what do you got going on today?
Oh, I'm gonna breathe, eat some breakfast, celebrate with my family. Everything that happened today.
Yeah,
and then get back to work.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hey, did you watch Dukes of Hazzard's Cheryl growing up?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, Johnny, you watched Dukes of Hazzard too, did you not?
When I got the chance to. Fuck.
Yeah.
Much of that.
Daisy Dukes.
The Daisy Dukes. Yeah, remember this banger? Hey, Kai, let's run this one. Remember this banger? See if they got it ready for us. Oh yeah, so there's there was a clip here which was Waylon Jennings playing us the song that what was that? How did that song go with the Dukes? I can't remember how it was going, but it's
just a good old boy.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah,
John.
Yeah, we're running the wrong clip here, Kai. There's a clip there in the X clip there with the song of just the good old boys with Waylon Jennings. That's some pretty good stuff.
I think the second one's never meaning no harm.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Wow.
I love that. I love it.
That's about as deep as I can go, though.
Hey, I was singing some Three Dog Night yesterday. Exactly. Hey, Johnny,
I think we should realize nobody ever sings on this show. We try.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. Yeah. That's exactly
challenge.
Hey, John, before you go.
Hey, John, before you go, live TV got real fast. A host joked wrestling was fake.
That's the kind of joke that ages badly. What happened next? A massive wrestler demonstrated a body slam. So the lesson is simple. If you call something fake, don't be shocked by the receipt.
Hey, John, give him the rule. Run your mouth carefully and respect physics.
We're all similar age here, so we all grew up in the era, Cheryl, which was is wrestling real or fake? And I remember seeing this clip actually, because this is a funny one, Johnny. So if you can rewind this one, let's just pull. Watch this, John. Just throws him to the ground.
My God.
No padding.
I think that's a padded floor, though. If you look closely,
is it padded? Yeah.
Well, look, you see the seams?
Oh yeah. Oh, you yeah.
The difference between a kid putting on slammed on a mat and a fucking cement, because if he was getting on the cement, he would have to be making sure his feet hit first to break the fall of his hips, which didn't happen.
Oh, so back it up there for a second. So when you're doing a body slam, you want to get the feet first, Johnny.
Well, if you're landing on fucking cement, hell yes.
Yeah.
If you're landing in a ring, you want flat on your back because that the displacement of shock going through that large area of your back is fine. But he went down on his fucking side. I mean, it looked like his butt cheek was. Anytime one little area hits first, that shit's gonna hurt.
Well,
and that's on cement. That's fucking limp. That's gonna be limping time.
Yeah. There was the longest time, which was there was the constant debate whether wrestling was fake or not fake. And remember that show? Remember? It was.
Yeah. I think it's still going on, isn't it? Sometimes.
No, wrestling's still going on, but it's not fake. It's all. Listen. I think wrestlers are some of the greatest athletes, stunt performers. Like the work they do.
It should have been explained like this. Look, it's a very physical play. You know, the play's already been written.
Yes.
Actors are carrying it out.
Right.
So is the play real? Yes, but it's already the storyline is predetermined.
Oh, I like that. A physical play.
Put it too. I like that too.
Yeah. It's physical story.
The whole fake or not, what are we talking about? Are we talking about that people are getting dropped? That's not fake. Fake is the fact that predetermined, just like a play.
Right.
The actors are following the fucking script.
Dude, that's fucking brilliant. Love how you drop that. Hey, before we all go here, and before I walk you guys out of the lab, just quickly, I grabbed the coffee with our guest from yesterday's show, John. What an interesting fellow, man. After the show, like his demeanor continued. Alan Baker, right? And he never dropped any names of people that he worked with. He didn't do it on the show. Didn't even do it with me after. But man, so I don't know. I didn't realize this, and Anderson, I don't know if you picked up on it either. To this day, he still doesn't have a TV or radio.
Really?
His master.
I didn't catch that. I know that he said what he said was, I don't watch TV, but you hear people say that all the time.
When he was a teenager, he had a master, one of his gurus or masters said to him, I challenge you to not watch TV or radio for 1 year. He's like, I did it. He goes, it changed.
I realized how powerful it was.
Wow, that's incredible.
He said it changed my life. And he goes, from that point on, I decided not to watch TV or radio. But get this. So he's in the protection business, right? I said to him, I said, there must have been people you were protecting. He goes, oh yeah, I was protecting some dude. And the guy's like, you mean you don't know who I am? He's like, no, I have no clue who the fuck you are. He goes, I play a superhero on TV. And he goes, I had no clue. So I found it hilarious, right? Because Johnny, to your point, some people just keep their heads down, do their business, don't care about what's going on around them. And he was one of them. I really admired that because like
the last fucking thing that a guy that's on regular TV or a fucking news show wants is some fucking goddamn guy that's going to protect him.
Yeah.
Fucking looking at him with starry eyes.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. Yeah.
You don't want to be starstruck when you're supposed to be protecting somebody, right?
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, Alan Baker was great, man.
Talk about a glitch in the armor. Jesus
I know.
Christ.
Yeah, it was great. And so was Brianna Bass yesterday too. She likes feedback. So I said to her yesterday, I said, your show, she said, how was my show yesterday? I said, it was great. No more feedback for you because it was good.
I was thinking what we need to do with her, brother.
Yeah.
I think we need to ask. I mean, I think it would be I'm curious. I'm sure you are too, but audience, we should need to know more about her. We don't know much about her.
I agree with you. So, Brianna, when you hear this segment, we're coming after you because we got to know her in the first show was just us, but I have found herself a little guarded in a kind way, not in a negative way, but I think it's our job. I'm with you, Johnny, to help remove that guard, to help her. So
interesting because I don't see it as guarded. I see that she's wearing her authority very strongly.
Oh yeah, okay, I like that perspective. Yeah,
I would definitely ask her questions about her and her childhood.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that she's got no problem opening up.
I agree. Yeah, bad choice of words. I don't mean guarded in a negative way. I just mean guarded. I mean more in a professional guarded authority way, which is I'm going to share this, share that. But you're right. Yeah, it's. But I want to get to know her as well. I'm getting to her a little bit just through the show and just through texting. She's a brilliant young lady.
Very brilliant.
Really awesome. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm going to get you out of here. Whitaker, I'm glad you jumped in with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Good to see you too, John. We're just getting started.
See you later, Cheryl. Have a good one. Okay, we'll come talk to you again. All right. See you later. Brother, another one in the books for us, pal. Another one in the books. You're going to play some pickleball today, are you?
It was yesterday.
Well, it was yesterday. Yeah. What are you doing today? Oh, you get the bidet being. Oh yeah, I know what you're doing today. You're going to the gym. You're going to go see your new bidet. It's going to get installed. Maybe you'll use it today. Maybe you won't.
Yeah, I think my dumping is probably done for the day, but it'll be going to work tomorrow. And then we're going out to dinner with some friends tonight, so it's going to be a fun day.
Fun. That's awesome. Yeah. Awesome. All right, pal. A lot of fun. Oh, I got a text from Marty yesterday. He's like, "Hey, I'm sending you some love." I go, "I know. Where the fuck you been, man?" He's like, "I've been so busy with shit." And he's got a High Rocks event coming up at the end of February, I guess, right? So he's been dropping some content on Instagram, and I was laughing at his comment yesterday. He was dropping some stuff over on IG, but yeah, Marty's out there. He'll be back in the near future when he's got some stuff sorted out in the morning. But buddy, we're back in less than 22 hours like we always do it. I love my mornings hanging out with you. You have yourself an awesome day. I got a leadership monologue on coming up on managing stress. You know, sometimes people get freaked out by stress, especially when you're trying to do crazy things. Well, I got some words of advice maybe for the team and for people that are paying attention, how to manage stress when we're trying to build things that people can't see per se.
Are you using stress or is stress using you?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm not using any stress. I just let it fuel me forward. So
exactly. Exactly. All right, my brother.
Have a good one.
As you say, lots of love.
Lots of love.
22.
See you in 22. Anderson's out of here. See you, pal. Take care.
See you, brother. See you tomorrow.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Johnny's out of here. You left with the handsome chief, and you left with good time, and you left with Petro, and you're left with maybe Dwayne Whitaker's still there. Hey, Dwayne, you still with us? Yeah. Cheryl or Keith? Cheryl or Keith? Keith or Cheryl? Come on, Whitaker. You know where you're going to hang out. Brother. Good morning, everybody. This is Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, your live morning show experience. We get up, we get after it. We are live daily, Monday through Friday, right here on YouTube, over there on X, and over there on LinkedIn, the exact same show brought to you on 3 different platforms. Hey, quick shout out to Kai, producer Kai. She has done a fucking bang up job today. Kai, thank you. Great job. I know that you were nervous doing it here today. And with Jimmy, you know, kind of turning his back on us, going to help Cheryl launch her show, I was left with Kai. So Kai, great job. Thank you for that, even though you dropped the ball during the deep dive reset intro. But nobody paid any attention. Nobody noticed except for me. Yeah, true story. But no, we're not gonna get angry about it. I'm kidding. A lot of fun. All good. All right. So listen, we're talking stress. We are talking handling stress. And this monologue coming up, truthfully, was inspired by my teammate, my colleague, Jimmy. We had a conversation a couple days ago just about building things and how we handle stress around our families, how we handle stress collaboratively and together, how we handle stress around our family and our kids, and how we handle stress when we're building something that perhaps people can't see or don't know what we are trying to accomplish. So coming up, Morning Focus, a segment that I have called Paying the Price on Purpose.
Stress isn't the problem. It's the receipt. It proves you're carrying something that matters. Facts. The meetings aren't the weight.
Yeah.
The weight is the demand to be different. That's why it feels lonely. It's invisible work. People only clap after it works. And you're making calls with half the facts. Still smiling. Inside, your nervous system's doing laps. You switch from leader mode to dad mode fast. That whiplash is real. Stress is energy without a plan. Give it a plan.
Yeah.
Pay the price on purpose.
You know when you're watching something and you notice the little tweaks of improvement? I love it. I love watching little 1% of improvement because I can see it, team. I can see it and I fucking love it. Great job, you guys. All right, hey guys, listen, stress isn't the problem. As you heard Preston say, no, stress is the receipt. It's proof that you're carrying something that matters. And it's great because as I was crashing last night, I saw the team getting ready for Cheryl's show. And they were all getting after it. Why? Because it mattered. Were they stressed? Probably. I told them not to be. I encouraged them not to be because I knew Cheryl was. But it was proof to me and proof to them that they were carrying something that matters. And maybe some of you today are carrying something that matters and it's stressful. That's kind of the point. But here's the part that nobody tells you when we step into leadership. That stress isn't just work. It's not the meetings. It's not the inbox. It's not the fire drills. It's not the, can you jump on a quick call? No, it's not of that at all, actually. The real stress is the demand to be different, to build different, to think different, to live different, to be the kind of dad that your kids don't fully understand yet because they can't see what perhaps you're building. You see, all they see is the late nights. They see you staring at a wall like you're arguing with a ghost. They see you saying, not tonight, kids. And they don't know that it's not because you don't want to be with them. It's because you're trying to build something that gives them choices later. That is what many can't understand or see. And that is the loneliest kind of stress. Because when I can see the future, but all those that are around me can't, that is stress. And that is because leadership is mostly invisible. People love the outcome. They want to know what the end is. You heard Cheryl earlier. Done. No, it's not done. Never done. People love the highlight reel. Fuck, Facebook has made a whole career on highlights. People love, how did you do it after it works? All anybody is going to want to know. This is what's fascinating to me because I can see it happening already. Petro, all anybody's going to want to know when we're successful with this thing and as we continue to build the success is how did you do it? But nobody's here during the journey. No, nobody's here in the weird middle because you don't see the moments where you're walking around with that smile while your nervous system is doing backflips. This month, the cash call comes in again. Oh my God, you got to pay the bills. It's what you do when you're building a business. They don't see you making decisions with incomplete information. Well, but Keith, how can you make a decision with incomplete information? Well, because I'm a leader and I got to make a decision. Sometimes those decisions are wrong. Sometimes they're right. And they don't see you holding the weight of other people's livelihoods. Yeah, that cash call, somebody's baby formula, somebody's mortgage. They don't see you trying to be calm while your mind is screaming, fuck, man. I know live is the future. I know that I'm betting everything on live. I'm betting everything on this journey. But what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? And then because you're a dad, you go from the CEO mode to bedtime story mode to every other dad mode in about 12 seconds. And that whiplash you feel, I've been there. I know what it's like. It's real. And that pressure, men, the pressure to provide, to evolve, to be more patient, to be unlike perhaps your father was, to be more present than you naturally feel capable of, to break the patterns you didn't even know were patterns until you had your own kids looking up at you like you're the whole world. That, my friends, that nation is leadership. Not the title, not the brand, not even the applause. It's those quiet decisions to become someone new while still showing up for everyone you love. And I'll tell you something that I've learned the hard way. Visionaries, we don't get stressed because we're weak. No, visionaries get stressed because they're early. Because we're living in a future that nobody else can see yet. You want to light into my world? That sums it up. Because you're living in a future that not only nobody can see, but you're building a bridge while you're standing on it. Think about that. Think about March 11, 2024, when there was no bridge here. There was just nothing. A concept, an idea, a morning show, a conversation that would go Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock. And then we added a plank to the bridge. And then we added the next plank to the bridge. And along the way, I'm betting on myself that there is proof. And I'm asking my family to trust my story that I just can't fully explain yet. Because my story, Cheryl, it's not done. It's not finished. So yeah. Jimmy, I'm talking to you. You feel that stress? Good. Fucking rights. Good. Because that means you're not sleepwalking. And that means you're not playing small. And that means that you are in the arena. And that means you are on your way to the stage. Because those that aren't handling the stress are going to be stuck up in the stands. But you've got to stop treating stress like it's a character flaw. Because guys, stress, it's just energy without a plan. So my invitation is this: give that stress a plan. Turn it into structure, turn it into rituals, turn it into action. That anxiety you feel when you get up, replace the anxiety with action. And when you feel that familiar weight in your chest, you know it, I know it. I have it at the start of every single month. I warned my beautiful wife on February 1st. It's the new month. I'm at a race against to March 1st. I got cash calls. I got people to pay. I got a vision to uphold. And it's that weight on my chest when I look in the mirror and I say, I don't know if I can do this. But you know what I do? I answer my own mirror like a leader. Not with fake confidence, but with commitment. Commitment to my vision, commitment to what I see. Because one day your kids, one day my kids will see it. Not the stress. They'll see the results. They'll see the freedom. They'll see the options. They'll see all the hard work that was put in. The freedom, the options, the example. Good time, the airplane. And those kids will realize that you weren't absent. I wasn't absent. And guys, I struggle with this sometimes because I'm like, fuck, I should be around my kids, but no, I'm building. I'm becoming, and I'm doing the hard, invisible work of a visionary. And that, my friends, is what real leadership costs. So as we slow up and wrap up this monologue, you still want to be different? Good. Good. Be different. But use that intention to pay the price on purpose.
Your life can look stable, respectable, and successful, and still feel wrong.
Not broken, not failing, just misaligned. Today's Community Corner sits in that uncomfortable space. Decisions made without permission. Fathers who never said the thing you needed. Leaders exposed by how they treat people when patience runs out. Over to you, handsome chief. Let's get into it.
There we go. So I don't think that clip ran there, but it kind of ran. Hey guys, did it run? I don't know if it ran or not. It was stuck on my end, but it did run. Okay, good. Awesome. There we go. Maya Reyes, Community Corner coming up. Good. Well, it didn't show on my end, so I'm glad it showed up on your guys' end. That's awesome. It's true. Good time. All aboard the crazy train with Ozzy Osbourne, Keith Billis. Mornings in the lab with Keith John and friends. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Kai, your ass clinched. Well said. You know, I found a clip I'm going to put on the table for tomorrow. I got a clip for tomorrow. Steve Jobs, words of wisdom. And he said something so fucking succinct. And I want you guys to think about something. Do you know any good visionaries, thinkers, that are actually also not good doers? That might be one of the biggest discoveries I have found recently. Ask yourself this. Think about Picasso, Leonardo da Vinci. Did he outsource his thoughts? Did he outsource his painting? No, he mixed his paint, he made his paint. And then he painted. Blank canvas. Created some incredible work. Elon codes. Elon leads. Steve Jobs built, led. Bill Gates built, led. Kobe Bryant did things, led. My point is, I'm starting to realize that the greatest visionaries were also the greatest doers. And I think a lot of people got it fucking mixed up. I've been talking to a lot of quote unquote visionaries lately. You know what's funny, Jimmy? These visionaries can't fucking execute. It's like, wait a minute, you're a visionary. That means you are actually a talk. Yeah, talk. Petro, I find this fascinating because Petro, I know you're listening to me right now. I find this fascinating, actually. Think about some of the world's greatest minds. Henry Ford, Elon Musk, the world's greatest. Put judgment away about them as a personality. I don't really care about who they are as people. But the world's greatest thinkers were also the world's greatest doers. So as I'm going through my world right now, because I'm building, I'm actually doing, I'm in the weeds with the team building. I'm just going to pat myself on the back for a second. I feel like I'm in the right company. I feel like I'm in the right spot. Not that I need the affirmation, but it sure is comforting to know that if you look at some of the world's greatest visionaries, they're also the world's greatest doers. That is so remarkable to me because they didn't outsource the doing. The connecting, the vision is connected to the doing. The doing is connected to the vision. And as I said, I talk to a lot of dudes, a lot of women who have these, they call themselves visionaries, they call themselves experts, but then they can't execute. It's like, oh, yeah, you're an empty visionary who can't get things done. We're going to talk about it with Anderson tomorrow. True story. All right, Community Corner with Maya Reyes and myself, Keith Billis. We're going to start the conversation over on why smart men stay stuck. Really? Is that where we're going today, Neiman? You're taking me there? Yeah? Why smart men stay stuck. Fuck, I know where they start. I don't even got to tell you why. They're busy talking. Busy talk, and also busy hitting the snooze button. But anyways, all kidding aside, in a video by Coden Obscure, a scene from a Werner Herzog documentary is referenced where a lone penguin breaks from the group and walks away on its own. And Coden uses the moment just to show that what happens when someone stops justifying their life and finally commits to a direction. Stop using explanation to delay commitment. Stop negotiating your direction with the crowd and accept that real conviction often will look silent from the outside because the shift isn't emotional or dramatic. As Coden says, it's behavioral. Look at the penguins. That explaining, it ends. That action, it begins. So here's something I want you to think about today, guys, on behalf of Coden Obscure. Too many people stay stuck because they keep talking instead of deciding. Oh, it's just like I talked about the visionary and the doer. Talk. Listen, I know I talk a lot on the show, and when I got a platform to share my vision or to share what I'm passionate about, I talk. But if there's one thing I know that I'm also good at is doing. And I think that is one of the biggest challenges for us is adding the doing to the talking part. And it appears that Coden Obscure agrees as well. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going down to, we're going to head on over to, looks like we're heading on over to Substack. And over on Substack, it looks like we're talking about the quiet damage of emotionally absent fathers. Boom. Some wounds stay open because we keep hoping for a different ending. Well, writer Shahab Joy reflects on growing up with an emotionally distant father. Hey, us Gen Xers, didn't we all? We all love our dads, but isn't that how it was? Petro, Good Time, Sully? Wasn't the idea of having an emotional, connected father weird? It's like, what? Emotionally connected dad in the 80s? What? Emotionally connected dad in the 90s? What? That doesn't really work. And no, and not abusive dads and not cruel dads. No, just unavailable dads. Think about that. The realization is not that the hurt didn't count. It's that waiting for recognition or apology keeps you anchored to that childhood. And I'll be vulnerable. I struggled with this for a long time growing up as a young man. Wanting my dad's approval, wanting my dad's love. You're right, Howard. It just didn't happen. It did not happen. Howard, could you imagine having emotional vulnerability conversations with our parents in the 80s or 90s or saying to your dad, hey, dad, why aren't you emotionally vulnerable for me? You'd be like, what the fuck? That's why I found Holroyd was so fascinating when we had our guest on the show, Michael Cantrell, the prison guard, the Gen X prison guard, who talked about the superpower he discovered about emotional vulnerability. I'm like, yes, fascinating to me, man. Yeah, and you're right, Good Time. Yeah, just not around. We were seen, not heard. I know, man. If there's one thing I'm really enjoying building this show with you guys is that, we're all part of this demo that we all can relate, right? And the shift happens when you stop looking backward. And I'll tell you guys, the shift happened for me after just putting it out there, thousands of dollars, hundreds of hours of therapy work, right? Deciding how I wanted to show up moving forward, not leaning into some of the emotions I wanted from my father from the past, right? So, you don't need your father to become someone else to move forward. No, that's not what it is. You need to stop outsourcing your growth to a past that isn't changing. And I'll tell you guys, I had to figure that out. Love my dad to pieces. But it took me a long time to put that past and recognize that it wasn't going to change so that I could move forward. Petro says, my dad is the best. He's always been available. I love that, Petro. That is fucking awesome, man. Hey, Petro, we should have Dad on the show, maybe, eh? We should bring Dad on the show, actually. I'm thinking that, Papa Petrocelli probably would have some pretty fun shit to talk about, actually. I think I'd actually enjoy that. All right, we're going to keep it going here, guys, over on LinkedIn. And apparently, Melissa found something relevant and not sloppy. Yeah, impatient leaders kill learning. Well, C. Conroy describes a boardroom moment where repeated questions quietly expose the culture. Not strategy, not vision, but patience. Oh, I love that. Yeah, go into boardrooms, ask questions, just nonstop questions. People start getting irritated, shutting down. But people don't stop asking questions because they don't understand. They stop because they feel embarrassed. Yeah. And strong leaders, like I hope you are trying to be, they absorb that repetition without ego. And those weak leaders protect authority instead of progress. So what C argues is that the culture isn't what you say you value. It's what people feel safe doing after the fifth explanation. And I like this. And I'm a fan of this, and I hope that we as a company can lean into this culture as well. And if there's anything that I pride myself on is being openly transparent, that if my team feels that I'm not giving them the comfort to ask questions, that if they feel like they're shutting down, that they come talk to me, right? Because we don't want people to feel embarrassed by asking the questions, right? I work hard to create a culture where I want you to feel comfortable asking as many questions as you like, unless you're Mildred, who asks questions nonstop. I'm kidding, Mildred. Hey, Maya, how many questions do you ask every time? Let's get out of here, Maya Reyes.
There you have it, fellas. Knowing this doesn't change anything. Acting on it does. Where you keep explaining, where you keep waiting, and where you lose patience instead of taking responsibility. Where are you taking ownership first?
Adam Holroyd says, the only time I've ever seen my dad cry was when my grandfather passed. Holroyd, I think we might have the same dad. Yeah, although my dad now is more emotional than ever. Love you, Dad. But yeah, I can relate to that. Hey, Jimmy, we should have a little contest inside the house, and we should all put $1 on the table for every question Mildred asks. Yeah, see who can retire first on the money we make from Mildred's questions. I love it. Hey guys, wrap it up yet another show. Yes, thanks for hanging out with us today. Hey guys. Hey, was Anthony Porquez intimidated? Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. Just wondering. Hey, do people come on the show and sometimes feel intimidated? I feel like they do sometimes. I don't know why. You got some little dude here in the cold country of Canada with some big dude there in California trying to do some fun shit. And I don't know, maybe a little intimidating. But I'll tell you, Porquez made it very clear. Burnout doesn't come from bad calendars. It comes from men running systems that drain their energy while telling themselves discipline will eventually fix it. We had a great discussion. Cheryl Whitaker joined us after her show today about dad bods, mom bods as well. We talked about abdominal fat, heart risk, and making decisions that we hope will help us raise our kids. Not worrying about the abs, not worrying about the great quads or the great chest. It's about hanging out with our kids as they get older and their grandkids. We even talked about how, raising our grandkids mentally makes us sharper. There's some research showed that at the top of the show. Cheryl Whitaker dropped in to talk about launching her first live show on our network. It starts with Joy. She gets after it every single day live at 8:30 Eastern time right here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. We got in some trending topics. Lizzo, Serena Williams, dad bod stuff. Grandkids may help grandparents with memory. Tomorrow, from broken kid to elite warrior, Dawn Mann on pain, discipline, and never quitting. Retired Navy SEAL, New York Times best-selling author, and a man who chose suffering on purpose and built a life around discipline, endurance, and responsibility. Guys, we're talking pain, we're talking standard, we're talking why resilience still matters. And the topic of the day is one that's going to challenge a lot of parents. Gentle parenting is failing. We're going to talk about it tomorrow on what might work in 2026. So guys, get me out of here. Let's get after the day, nation. And hey, we will see you. No, Cheryl goes every Wednesday. Did I say every single day? Yeah, every Wednesday, live, 8:30, right here on Mornings in the Lab. All right, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow, less than 22 hours. Kai, thank you. Jimmy, thank you. Melissa, thank you. Kai's shitting her pants. See you guys tomorrow, live right here on the network.